Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, indeed, it's a great pleasure for me. And to all the participants, to all the principals, first of all, sorry from our side. Yesterday, we could not conduct the training well, but the same training will be conducted on Wednesday. Our training coordinator, Mr. Himanshu Pandey, already informed. So I've just an formal invitation or information will be going to send to your school ID as well as to the group also. First of all, I extend our heartfelt thanks to the CB Singh sir, our mentor, our Aryavarta Sahodaya, and the training coordinator, Mr. Himanshu Pandey, taking pain and training us, all of us, and completing the target of the CBSE. And today's trainer is none other than my beloved Priya from Knowledge Gram, PGT English. She's going to take up the today's training topic is art integrated learning. Yes, we know that the end of this 2-3 months only left. We need to make the art integrated learning and we need to upload it in the CBSE training group, CBSE group. CBSE, there is an art integrated group is there. We have to upload the projects. So she will be helping us that the how to take up this thing. Many of us are knowing, but still more learning is that frequently we need to upgrade ourselves and reminding ourselves it's help us to whatever we know that we forget many things, so she will help us to remind many points once again. Thank you to all of you once again. Welcome to all of you on behalf of the Aryavarta Sahodaya. Over to Priya ma'am for the training. Before starting the training, all the participants are requested, don't send any request of sending attendance link before 4:50. You have to stay in the training at minimum of 40 minutes and then only you can attempt the quest. So please don't send any kind of request for that. Send, sir, please link for. It's a learning. We have to fully involved for 1 hour so that we can learn nicely. Thank you and have a nice day. Over to Priya ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, before beginning, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to my ma'am, my principal, Dr. Radhika Kezakumkara, and the training coordinator, Himanshu sir, for giving me this opportunity once again to throw some light on art integration. I would like to share my PPT with you for that. And art integration is very much in need. It's according to our NEP, I hope my PPT is visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
All. Yes, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Art integration is a current topic, actually. It is, and what is art integration? Today we are going to understand that. Not only that, in the end of the year, at the end of every session, we are supposed to file a report to CBSE that what are the art integrated activities we have taken. Actually, if we talk about art integration, it is a step towards experiential learning. And you know very well that NEP 2022 lays a lot of emphasis on experiential learning. And what is experiential learning? I'll be asking you shortly. And if I can get those answers in the chat box, it would be great. All right. So at the onset, before starting with the topic, the session today, I would like to share that what are we going to discuss in today's session. Why is the transition not taking place? I need to keep it. Once again, I'll have to share, I guess.
Yes. Check your network.
So first, yes, ma'am. Now I can do that. Today we will be discussing that what is art integration, and in detail. Actually, there is a lot of confusion regarding what is art and art integration still, though we have been doing it, we have started doing it. But still there is a lot of confusion regarding कि art और art integration में difference क्या है. Then I'll be discussing that what are the different forms of art. Art कितने तरह के होते हैं, कैसे कैसे उन्हें हम implement कर सकते हैं. How can we integrate that with different subjects? I'll be trying to discuss that. Then how is art integration different from art education, different from art integration? What are the objectives of art integration? And why? Why are we actually advocating, why NEP is advocating this concept of art integration? क्यों? ये क्यों जरूरी है? क्यों हमें experiential learning की तरफ अपने बच्चों को ले जाना है so that they can learn actually by doing? Then how can we implement art education is a big question mark in our mind. हमारे जैसे बहुत सारे टीचर्स के दिमाग में ये है कि हम लोग आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन को एक्चुअली इम्प्लीमेंट कैसे करें. इतना मुश्किल लगता है सुनने में ही. जैसे कि Mala ma'am, kindly don't make annotation requests. I cannot allow you. Then few examples of, again Mala ma'am, it's a request, kind request, please. आप स्क्रीन पे यहाँ वहाँ क्लिक मत कीजिए, ये एनोटेशन की रिक्वेस्ट आ जा रही है. Okay. So, and besides that, in the end, I'll be telling you how to do assessment. Art integration एक pedagogical tool है. So, इसके assessment करने के भी तरीके होते हैं. It's not that हमें लगता है कि art integration को हम evaluate कैसे करेंगे. It's nothing like that. There are some assessment tools and techniques also of doing that. And last, I'll try to tell you if time allows, that how to file art integration report. In short, so I'll definitely let you know how to do that. Okay. Now let's come to the question. सबसे पहले जब हम art integration की बात करते हैं, तो ये art है क्या? What exactly is art that we are talking about? दिमाग में क्या आता है जब हम art word सुनते हैं? सबसे पहले आता है painting कर लिया, sketching कर लिया. क्या art सिर्फ इतना ही limited होता है only to painting and sketching? What exactly is art when we talk about it? So art is basically an expression. Short में अगर हम लोग बोले one word में, तो art is an expression of our individual. किसी भी तरीके से. It's a medium हम लोग अपने thoughts को, अपनी ability को कैसे express कर सके. और वो हम लोग painting के through भी कर सकते हैं, sketching के through भी कर सकते हैं. And can we express ourselves through dance? Of course we can. Through music we can. So these are all different forms of art. यही नहीं, हम लोग seminar के through, written text के through, plays के through, बहुत तरीके हैं अपने आप को express करने के, गाने के through. We can express ourselves. So all these are actually art. In short, art is a creative expression of our feelings and emotions. तो हमारा चैलेंज क्या है, हमें इसे अपने करिकुलम में अपने सारे सब्जेक्ट्स के साथ इंटीग्रेट कैसे करना है. इंटीग्रेट करना मतलब उसकी अमेलगमेशन कैसे की जाए, उसको साथ में इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी, मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी तरीके से यूज कैसे किया जाए. So we have read that art is a medium of expression of ourselves. तो आर्ट के फॉर्म्स क्या क्या है? डांस, ड्रामा, परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट्स है और फाइन आर्ट्स. तो परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट्स में क्या हो गया, जिसमें हम परफॉर्म करते हैं, एक्ट करते हैं, लाइक द ड्रामाज, म्यूजिक, डांस. अब एक सिंपल से कोई भी चैप्टर ले लो, सोशल साइंस का टॉपिक ले लो, प्लैनेट्स एंड देयर मूवमेंट्स. सिर्फ इतना सोलर सिस्टम को स्टडी करना है, हमें रोटेशन रिवोल्यूशन बताना है. तो इफ वी चूज परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट्स एज अ मीडियम, एज अ टूल, एज अ पेडागोजिकल टूल, तो हम लोग एक बच्चे को अगर सन बना दें और 8 बच्चों को प्लैनेट्स बना लें, एंड देन वी स्टार्ट टीचिंग द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रोटेशन और रिवोल्यूशन, या हम एक ग्लोब ले आए और एक टॉर्च ले आए, एंड थ्रू दैट इफ वी स्टार्ट टीचिंग एंड वी आर इंटीग्रेटिंग आर्ट, या बच्चे को एक मॉडल बनाने के लिए हम लोग अगर दे देते हैं, तो वोंट दे अंडरस्टैंड इट इन अ बेटर वे? ऑफ कोर्स दिस, ये जो सीखेंगे वो उन्हें याद रहेगा कि ओके, दिस मूवमेंट इज कॉल्ड रोटेशन एंड दिस मूवमेंट इज कॉल्ड revolution. जैसे भी हम अगर if we give them through arts, they will be able to understand it in a better way. ऐसे ही हम डांस के थ्रू, सॉन्ग्स के थ्रू कितना कुछ सीख सकते हैं, कितने सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स. then these are known as a performing arts. and this painting, sculpting, when जब हम लोग सुनते हैं general art word, then these only comes to our mind: origami, craft work, clay modeling. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है, we can go beyond this. There are many more things which we can give to our students, and they will learn by doing it themselves through experiential learning. So music, visual arts और performing arts के ये 4 disciplines हैं. Music, dance, theater, visual arts, these are the different forms of art. अभी हमने यही discuss किया था. Let's proceed further. अब art क्या है ये तो हम समझ गए. Art is an expression. And now comes what is AIL. ये जो NEP इसको stress दे रहा है. And ऐसा नहीं है कि NEP के मतलब 2020 के पहले भी art integration की बात हुई है. But लेकिन जब whenever art integration was introduced, it took a back foot. इसे उतना वेटेज नहीं मिला, उतना हम लोग एक्सप्लोर नहीं कर पाए. वी कुड नॉट इम्प्लीमेंट इट वेल. रीजन, बहुत सारे रीजंस थे. द प्रेशर ऑफ करिकुलम ऑन आवर माइंड, ये भी तो होता है ना, प्रेशर ऑफ करिकुलम. फिर आर्ट इटसेल्फ सुनने में लगता है ना कि अरे हाउ वी विल मेक द मॉडल, हमें तो खुद ही नहीं आता. टीचर्स को भी लगता है कि ये पेंटिंग है, ये डांस फॉर्म्स है, आई एम नॉट माई सेल्फ अकस्टम्ड विथ इट, तो हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू इम्प्लीमेंट. हमें आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन के लिए आर्ट टीचर बनने की जरूरत नहीं है. They have these teachers and we have our special roles to play. So if we talk about art integration, what is art integration? It is a teaching learning model which is based on learning through the arts. So art के through सीखना है. That doesn't mean कि art education की importance खत्म हो गई है, वो back foot ले लेगा. Art in education and then integrating it with other subjects, इसको हम कहते हैं art integration. It is a process where art becomes the medium of teaching and learning and a key to understanding concepts. जैसे कि मैंने अभी एग्जांपल दिया सोलर सिस्टम का, इसके सिवा भी इफ वी टॉक, एक आपको अगर एक लिटरेचर का चैप्टर समझाना है एंड उसको अगर आप बच्चे को देते हो लिटरेचर के चैप्टर को समझाते हुए कि बेटा गो एंड प्रेजेंट अ रोल प्ले ऑन दैट, इनैक्ट इट. जैसे कि बहुत सारे स्टोरीज हैं, प्लेज हैं हमारे. बुक दैट सेव द वर्ल्ड हमारे 10th के सिलेबस में है, मदर्स डे, ये सारी. इफ वी गिव देम टू इनैक्ट दीज, then won't they able to be perform better, बहुत अच्छा कर पाएंगे और कॉन्सेप्ट को भी अच्छे से समझ पाएंगे. कैरेक्टराइजेशन हो, थीम हो, किसी भी चीज को अच्छे से समझ पाएंगे. इनफैक्ट ये जो अभी हाइकू पोम एक बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है. अगर आप CBSE वेबसाइट पे आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन की बुकलेट डाउनलोड कर लें तो उसमें एक बहुत ही अच्छा रिसेंट काफी फेमस हुआ है. एक जो केमिकल, हमारा जो केमिकल फॉर्मूलाज होते हैं, चार्ट्स होते हैं, उसको हाइकू पोम में कन्वर्ट की गई है. एंड देयर आर सॉन्ग्स आल्सो जो आपको यूट्यूब पे बहुत सारे रिसोर्सेज मिल जाएंगे. इफ यू विल सर्च ऑन यूट्यूब, इट इज नॉट सच अ डिफिकल्ट कॉन्सेप्ट. यूट्यूब पे आप सर्च कीजिए, आपको बहुत सारे, यू विल गेट सेवरल आइडियाज ऑफ हाउ टू इंटीग्रेट आर्ट इन डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स. And definitely if the art teachers and all subject teachers work hand in hand, then ये हम लोग बहुत अच्छे से implement कर पाएंगे. And this would be a great experience for our kids. हमारे बच्चे बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से चीजों को समझ पाएंगे. This slide which I have presented before you is the exact definition of art integration. It is a cross-curricular approach of teaching and learning based on the collaboration between teaching of subjects with visual and performing arts and other different subjects we have to amalgamate together and present. अभी म्यूजिक मैथ्स ही पढ़ना है तो मैथ्स अगर एंगल्स पढ़ाना है मैथ्स में, so we can use the वर्ली आर्ट फॉर्म. वर्ली आर्ट फॉर्म वो जो ट्रायंगुलर ट्राइबल मैन डांस करते हुए नजर आते हैं ना, मेन एंड वुमेन, दैट इज वर्ली आर्ट. अगर हम वर्ली आर्ट के थ्रू पढ़ाएं, या फिर व्हाई कांट वी इनकॉर्पोरेट, मिक्स इट विथ योगा. हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस की भी हम लोग काफी बात कर रहे हैं, तो क्यों नहीं एंगल्स को हम लोग योगा के साथ में मिक्स कर लें और स्टडी एंगल्स थ्रू योगा. तो हमारे बच्चों का आर्ट भी इंक्लूड हो रहा है और कॉन्सेप्ट विल बिकम क्लियरर. दे विल नॉट फॉरगेट दिस थ्रू आउट लाइफ. ये कॉन्सेप्ट्स उनको, ये 45 डिग्री एंगल है, ये 90 डिग्री एंगल है, that would get very clearly inside their heads. So what is art education? ये हमें इसे visual and performing arts का चार्ट कहते हैं. Dance, music, theater and visual arts. We have discussed that in quite length. सो पर्पस ऑफ आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन, ये नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन की बात क्यों की गई है? फर्स्टली, अंडरस्टैंड आर्ट इज अ पेडागोजिकल टूल। इसे एक मीडियम ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन है, एक टूल है जिससे हम वी कैन फैसिलिटेट लर्निंग इन अ बेटर मैनर, and it utilizes various aspects and forms of art and culture on the basis of experiencing the concepts. जब हम if we take for example, अगर हम बच्चे को एक नेचर वॉक के लिए ले जाते हैं गार्डन में, वहां जब बच्चा वो फ्लावर को खुद पिक करता है, या हमारे साइंस टीचर फ्लावर्स मंगाते हैं क्लास में, एंड दे ओपन एक एक पेटल को हिबिस्कस फ्लावर के स्टडी कराते हैं, तो वोंट दैट बी मोर एम्फैटिक? एंड बिसाइड्स जब हम लोग ये पेंटिंग्स प्रोजेक्ट्स, डॉक्टर अलॉय प्लीज डोंट सेंड एनोटेशन रिक्वेस्ट, तो हमारे बच्चे इसके थ्रू विद दिस दे कम क्लोजर, वन स्टेप क्लोजर टू द डिफरेंट आर्ट फॉर्म्स ऑफ इंडिया। और बिसाइड्स हमें अपने एक प्रोजेक्ट्स भी तो देते होते हैं ना, एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत, यस बी वी टॉक अबाउट एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत कॉन्सेप्ट, जिसमें देर आर पार्टनरिंग स्टेट्स, हमारे बिहार का भी पार्टनरिंग स्टेट्स है, तो वी आर सपोज टू गिव art integrated project on that, in which our kids will explore the environment. Science भी इसमें science आ गया, when kids are exploring about the food culture, and social science भी आ जाता है इस concept में, if we talk about it, वहाँ के culture, civilization, dance forms, historical background, and when you are giving them to make a brochure on that, or make a magazine on that, write a story or article based on that place. So what is that? It throws light on the art as well as the culture of the place. और जो मेन हमारा एम है करिकुलम, दैट ऑल्सो, वो तो बेटर हो ही जाता है, करिकुलम पे तो हम स्ट्रेस दे ही देते हैं। नाउ कम टू व्हाई इज आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन नेसेसरी? आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन की इतनी बात क्यों की गई है? Yeah, actually, it becomes very clear why do we need art education? What's the purpose? When we read these lines of Rabindranath Tagore, that offers the best answer that why art integration is necessary. When I see the universe through my songs, I recognize it, and then only I know it. So these are the famous lines by Tagore, Honorable Tagore. He said that when I hear my world through the songs, जैसे कि आप एक बच्चे को periodic table, such a difficult concept to learn, but if you play that very famous video on YouTube where this has been converted into a song played through a piano, then the same concept becomes so easy to learn. और besides, जब हम एक classroom की बात करते हैं, तो if we remember the multiple intelligence theory, एक क्लास में एक ही जैसे बच्चे तो होते नहीं हैं. There are different types of children. Some are visually smart, some are kinesthetic, different kinds of, some are linguistically smart. So there are, if you remember the multiple intelligence theory, तो वो सारे art integration, when we are combining art forms, performing as well as visual arts with different with different subjects, so क्या होता है that this caters to all the multiple intelligence theory. अब एक बच्चा होगा जो सॉन्ग के थ्रू ही लर्न कर पा रहा है, उसको आप कितना भी टेबल रटवा लो, वो नहीं रट पाएगा, बट उसको अगर आप लिरिक्स के थ्रू, म्यूजिक के थ्रू, इफ यू आर गिविंग देम टू लर्न, जैसे हम लोग नर्सरी राइम याद करवाते थे, तो वोंट दे बी एबल टू लर्न इन अ बेटर वे? बहुत आसानी से सीख जाएंगे, बिकॉज they see the world through their songs. That's why, just like Tagore, so different multiple intelligence theory people are there. And how does these art forms actually help? These art forms, the theater, dance, music, and visual art forms, helps in not only enhancing the communication skill. अब देखिए, अब group project दीजिए आप बच्चों को, so they will collaborate with each other. You 21st century skills we talk about, the collaboration skills, the communication and critical thinking and all skills. ये सारी skills बच्चे की better होगी when you are giving them a project to do together. एक science का model जब आप देते हैं बनाने के लिए बच्चे को, या maths में time पढ़ाते हैं, तो we give them ना that these are the ice cream sticks, make a clock through it, show the working. ये सारा क्या है? These are art integrated activities only. These not only enhances the communication skill, इससे हमारे बच्चे बेटर एक्सप्रेशन ही नहीं सीखते, बेटर इमोशंस को शेयर करना ही नहीं सीखते, दे बिकम क्रिएटिव, क्योंकि वो लोग दे विल एक्सप्लोर द सराउंडिंग, दे विल लर्न टू मेक चॉइसेस कि चलो वी कैन यूज दिस थिंग ऑल्सो, एक एंड इट इज नॉट अ वेरी कॉस्टली स्टफ, ऐसा नहीं है कि आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन के लिए बहुत कॉस्टली मटेरियल लेकर ही आना है, वी कैन टेक items which are readily available at our household also to incorporate in to use art integration. इससे हमारे बच्चे हमारे कल्चर और सिविलाइजेशन को भी जानते हैं. So that is one of the major themes of art integration. अब एक sample मैंने present किया है, presented a sample over here. अब ये toys, if we take these toys, these are very famous toys, belong to a part of our Indian culture. If we take these toys to our classrooms and show to the kids, तो बच्चों का क्या response होगा? Obviously toys देखकर कौन सा बच्चा खुश नहीं होता? Definitely सारे बच्चे खुश हो जाएंगे. Then we can put up several questions about simple questions like what do you think about these, what ideas are coming to your mind when you see these. तो different चीजें बच्चे बताएंगे, बहुत कुछ है. हम ऑक्यूपेशन की बात कर सकते हैं, कल्चर, फूड कल्चर, ट्रेडिशन, क्लोथ्स, कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कलर्स, शेप्स, कितना कुछ है. अभी ये पिक्चर देखिए, हमारे दिमाग में भी कितना कुछ आ रहा होगा, एंड डेफिनेटली वी लाइक दीज थिंग्स. तो सोचिए हमारे बच्चे कितना एंजॉय करेंगे इन चीजों को. सो दीज आर द कोंडपल्ली टॉयज ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश. व्हेन वी आर गिविंग देम दीज थिंग्स, इसको अगर हम टीचिंग एड की तरह भी यूज कर लेते हैं, तो वी आर इनकॉर्पोरेटिंग आर्ट इनटू आवर classrooms. When we are using these, not only the children learn happily, it's a joyful learning. एक joyful learning का भी तो medium होता है ना. Experiential learning as well as art integration is a door towards joyful learning. और जब when they learn in a joyful note, तो obviously अच्छा सीखेंगे, better सीखेंगे. So these can be the medium, and besides art integration का एक major purpose होता है to bring them closer to our Indian culture and tradition. It's an important concept behind art integration, introduction of art integration. या हमारे बच्चे इन चीजों को जान पाए, तो when we are giving them mandala art, or again Mala ma'am, you're sending request for annotation, it's a request, please don't do that, it's disturbing. All right, so we were discussing about if we give them these and different concepts, तो सीखते ही हैं बच्चे. Besides, they come closer, they get to know about an important part of Indian culture and civilization. बहुत कुछ सीखते हैं. ये पेंटिंग क्या है, कैसे है, इसके पीछे culture, civilization, so many things. Then this also we can ask them to make a painting, and इसमें क्या क्या कुछ सीख लेंगे बच्चे. They will learn about the local legends, the mythological stories. इससे उनकी लिटरेचर भी बेटर होती है. Then they will learn about the different traditions of that place. They can make these animals, plants, folklores, and so many things about the fauna and flora. So that is how we integrate art. This was a sample taken. Again, we come back to the question that why are we integrating art? So first of all, सबसे जरूरी चीज, जैसे कि ये टॉय हम जब बच्चे को दिखाए, I told you that हमने जब दिखाया, तो what happens? The children are joyful. So the basic concept, एक बच्चे को आप क्लासरूम में बिठा दोगे बंद करके, and you take them out, make them learn through rhymes and sing, make them sing songs. What they will enjoy, help them enact a role play. तो what they are going to enjoy, वो rote learning method जो हम लोग हमारे बचपन में करते थे, that was fun. और this, and by integrating they are learning also. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि learning backs foot ले लिया है. It is nothing like that. They are learning also. So it makes learning joyful. एक छोटे से बच्चे को जब हमें clay दे देते हैं, and we ask them to make different shapes, so बच्चे सीखते भी हैं और बहुत खुश होकर सीखते हैं. They enjoy by learning, and वो shapes का concept कितना clear हो जाता है. And besides, जब छोटे बच्चों की बात की जाए, तो उनका motor skills भी better होता है. Then it helps in visualization. हम चीजों को देखेंगे तो बेटर ढंग से सीख पाएंगे ना. तो it helps in visualizing the concepts in a better manner. समझ लो हमारी इमेजिनेशन को एड करता है, हमें वो चीजें देख पाते हैं, करके सीख पाते हैं. इट इज अ शिफ्ट फ्रॉम रोट लर्निंग. अब पहले हम लोग कैसे सीखते थे, एक बुक है, एक कॉपी है, रट लिया, तो दैट रोट लर्निंग. और आज हमारे बच्चे, हम लोग खुद ही कितने क्रिएटिव तरीके से व्हेन वी आर टीचिंग देम. So it is a shift from rote learning. Now children are learning through experiential learning. Okay. It connects them to the outside world. It connects them with the outside world. जैसे कि मैंने एग्जांपल दिया, take them out, give them a say a magazine to make. किसी टॉपिक पे एक मैगजीन बनाने के लिए दे दिया, कुछ आप पोस्टर मेकिंग करवा लिया किसी थ्योरी कॉन्सेप्ट पे बेस्ड, डायग्राम बनवा लिया, मॉडल्स मेकिंग, एग्जिबिशंस. So many things are there which we can take. We can take them to music class, ask them to note down the ups and downs of the musical notes. So it is giving them a direct contact with the outside world. Besides, multidisciplinary link. एक ही, अब देखिए, एक सिंपल सा हमने ब्रोशर या मैगजीन ही बनवाया एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत पे बेस करके, तो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, इट इज कनेक्टिंग सो मेनी सब्जेक्ट्स टुगेदर. वो जो वाटर टाइट कंपार्टमेंटलाइजेशन था पहले, वो तो अब नहीं है. सब्जेक्ट्स वी आर अमालगमेटिंग टुगेदर, हम लोग एक सब्जेक्ट को दूसरे सब्जेक्ट से लिंक कर रहे हैं. वी आर मिक्सिंग आर्ट फॉर्म्स विद डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स. So it provides a multidisciplinary link as well. And हमारे बच्चों को inquisitive बनाता है. They want to explore. If they have a desire to explore more, कि चलो ये इस art form को use करके कैसे, and they have a lot of questions. While एक simple सा आप diagram बनाने भी देते हो, तो they have lots of questions in mind when you are teaching them through activities. And inculcates respect for culture and heritage. As I have told you, that the thrust on experiential learning in art education. So इसका एक primary aim यही है, that to throw light on imbibing the Indian ethos and culture while learning. जब हम लोग ये multidisciplinary subjects भी सीख रहे होते हैं, then we are actually through paintings and through yoga, so they are going towards one step closer towards the Indian culture. वो डांस फॉर्म, वो आर्ट फॉर्म, वो योगा जो हमारे कल्चर में है, दे आर लर्निंग इट इन अ बेटर वे. एंड दैट इज व्हाई सो मच emphasis ऑन आर्ट इंटीग्रेटेड एजुकेशन. अर्लियर एजुकेशन सिस्टम में, हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम स्टेम मॉडल की बात करते थे, बट नाउ it has become that STEM has become STEAM. The science, technology, engineering, and mathematics has now taken room for arts as well. Through arts also, we are helping the kids learn in a better manner. So I was talking about a multiple intelligence theory. हमारे जो क्लासरूम्स होते हैं उसमें अलग अलग तरह के बच्चे होते हैं. कुछ बच्चे होते हैं जो म्यूजिकली स्मार्ट हैं. So give them songs to play, to learn musical instruments के through, if we can teach them. Some are bodily smart, so give them yoga to perform, learn through dance movements. Then some different kinds of smart children are there. Some are verbally smart, some are logically and mathematically. So art integration basically works on all sorts of intelligence. किसी एक को भी, it's not leaving सारे concepts. And besides our NEP, हमारे NEP का एम क्या है? हमारे NEP का एम है होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट ऑफ चाइल्ड, है ना. तो होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट, पहले हम लोग जो हमारे पहले की एजुकेशन सिस्टम थी रोट लर्निंग में, जिसमें वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट गोइंग आफ्टर द रोट लर्निंग कॉन्सेप्ट्स, इसमें फोकस वाज ऑन लेफ्ट ब्रेन. हमारा लेफ्ट ब्रेन एनालिसिस, लॉजिक, आइडियाज, फैक्ट्स, रीजनिंग, मतलब कॉग्निटिव साइड ऑफ द ब्रेन है. और राइट ब्रेन इज अबाउट क्रिएटिविटी. ये राइट लेफ्ट ब्रेन थ्योरी तो हमने पढ़ाई है पहले भी, वी हैव गॉन थ्रू इट, वी नो दैट. बट if we talk about NEP and art integration, the emphasis is on both sides of brain. Now our aim is not only to make a kid logically smart, but also creative. And this can be done when they learn by doing, when they are actually exploring the things, doing it themselves, then we cater to all sides of the both sides of the brain equally, and children are having holistic development. जो हमारा main aim of education क्या है? The main aim of education is this only, holistic development, and that is why it caters both to the both sides of brain. Okay. Now, if we talk about Bloom's taxonomy says divides the brain into basically three: affective domain, cognitive domain, and psychomotor domain. Ye art integration, when we talk about this concept, it जब भी एक बच्चे को आप एक project ही दे रहे हो, एक simple सा project दे रहे हो, so they are working on all these domains. ऐसा नहीं है कि we are leaving any domain. We can include several domains while in talking about the art integration activities. So art integration affects each and every domain. एक बच्चे को आप एक simple history के chapter में when you are giving them flow chart to make models, एक model बनवा लीजिए कि हड़प्पा civilization पढ़ा रहे हैं तो एक model बना लिया बच्चे ने, so they will learn in a better way. Besides, mind map is a great technique, वो भी art integration का example है. So give them mind maps to make. This is also a mind map in front of you of Bloom's taxonomy. So like this, if we also give them mind maps to learn, use colors. So these colors, these art forms will make them more inquisitive to learn ki chalo, yes, let's do it. They will enjoy while doing it. And all the areas, all these domains will be touched while doing so. And the left side and the right side of brain, all multiple intelligence theory as well, we will be touching on to. And as you know, art integrated learning is inclusive education. Inclusive education से क्या मतलब है? Inclusive education means जहाँ पे हम when we are incorporating all sides of education for all types of children as well. Like we talk about our CWSN children. So children, CWSN का full form is children with special needs. So जो पहले तो हम लोग ये terms use करते थे, physically challenged, but no, now they are differently abled is the term to be used now. They are differently abled. So when एक बच्चा सबसे पहले क्या सीखता है? ABCD बनाने से पहले वो line draw करना पसंद करता है. वो color से just एक random lines बनाना पसंद करता है. So if you give them, ये जो movie हमने देखी है ना, ये एक बहुत famous movie का example याद आ रहा है मुझे. When we talk about the CWSN children, तारे ज़मीं पे, उसमें एक example था ना, एक बच्चे को dyslexia था, and how the hero helped him to come out of it. So what was the tool he used to help the child in coming out of that state when the child was differently abled? The tool that he used was art integration. He integrated art with his learning, made the child inquisitive, helped the child, gave the child a confidence. है ना? So वैसे ही art integration is a great medium to include the CWSN children also. Then as जब हम टेंशन में होते हैं, परेशान होते हैं, तो what do? We like to listen to music. If we can dance, and we like dancing, we like painting. So art is not just for learning. If you talk about art integration learning, not only does it help in learning, it also helps as a brain gym. Art is a therapy. It relieves us from stress. So stressful hoke, joyful hoke when we are learning, so obviously we will be learning in a better way. And if it helps as an art therapy, art is a therapy, form of therapy. So हमारे CWSN kids will also learn a great deal through this. All right. Let's move forward to strategies of implementing. ये एक बहुत बड़ा टेंशन होता है कि आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन जब भी इस बारे में बात की जाए तो बहुत स्ट्रेस हो जाता है कि दैट हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू include this, implement this strategy in our schools, in our daily classroom activities. एक ये क्वेश्चन भी आता है, दिस क्वेश्चन आल्सो अराइजेस इन आवर माइंड, that won't that be too much time taking if we incorporate art in our daily activities? और क्लासरूम में बहुत क्लासरूम नॉइजी हो जाएगा, डिसिप्लिनरी इश्यूज हो जाएंगे. एंड देन अ बिग क्वेश्चन मार्क इज दिस, दैट जब हमें खुद ही आर्ट फॉर्म्स नहीं आते, देन हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू इनकॉर्पोरेट दिस? इसे हम यूज कैसे करेंगे? हमें आर्ट का एक्सपर्ट होने की जरूरत नहीं है. फॉर दैट आर आर्ट टीचर्स आर देयर. यू गेट टू नो दैट ओके, हमारे बच्चों ने एक आइसक्रीम स्टिक से कुछ बनाना सीखा, तो वी ऑल्सो हमें एक टाइम क्लॉक का कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ाना है. तो व्हाई कांट वी, व्हेन वी गेट टू नो थ्रू आवर आर्ट टीचर कि बच्चे ने ये सीखा, तो वी कैन गिव देम असाइनमेंट्स बेस्ड ऑन दैट ओनली. एक लेवल के बच्चे जो सीख लेते हैं. So what are the strategies of implementing it? First of all, it is capacity building. Capacity building is very essential for art integration. Capacity building programs. Introducing art as a resource will require reorienting the school system. ये चीजें, first of all, we need to understand the concept of this pedagogical tool. ये है क्या? What is it exactly? All the stakeholders of the school, including the management and especially the teachers, they must understand the importance and relevance of this pedagogy. हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? If we are doing also, then we are doing just for sake of filing the annual report. Are we doing it just for the sake of filing the annual report? Or are we actually using it as a pedagogical tool to help the students learn in a better manner? What is our aim? सिर्फ joyful learning या filing the CBSE report? That is of course important, but सबसे जरूरी तो ये हो जाता है ना कि हमारे बच्चे एक अच्छे तरीके से सीख पाए. So first of all, what is required for it is introducing art as a resource. And ये capacity building program, ये training programs जो है, NCERT ने भी conduct कराया, CBSE themselves conducted, and these different Sahodiyas and all CBSE is conducting these trainings, these capacity building programs for that only. That's the purpose, so that we are introduced to the concept of art and we are able to utilize it in a better way. Then we can come up several creative ideas. Once we have understood the concept, then we are very creative, teachers are very creative, so we can come up with different ideas. But if अचानक से एक दिन सोच लिया कि आज ये वाली एक्टिविटी करा लेनी है, and then we enter into the classroom कि आज, imagine करो हमने इस क्लास में सोचा कि आज रोल प्ले कराएंगे, और ऐसे ही randomly if we enter, so how much time will the period chapter take? ये प्लान किया है? How much time it will take? Will be able to cover our syllabus or not? How it is going to help the children? उससे better है कि हम पहले planning कर ले. If you want to teach this, include this strategy of AIL in our school, in our daily curriculum, then planning of the activities is must. And it has to be planned in such a manner that बिल्कुल seamlessly subject के साथ, subject matter के साथ वो amalgamate हो जाए. And that has to be done in the beginning of the session. वो अचानक से plan मत कीजिए, it would be really chaotic, एकदम balance नहीं हो पाएगा. You sit in the beginning of the session, all the subject teachers and art teacher and all. Ashwini sir, please don't send requests for annotation. All of the teachers are सब साथ में बैठ जाएं and then they plan कि okay, इस month में मुझे इस topic पे art integration projects बनवाने हैं. And like this, you plan out different subjects. The role play we will do, or we will make art and craft, or we will make models. How are we going to do it? That has to be planned in the beginning of the year. Curriculum बनाना होगा, और curriculum के समय ही we need to make the plan for it. Then only we'll be able to, and while making the strategy, keep in mind कि this should be engaging for the students. हमें अपने students को engage करना है इसमें. Besides planning of time, ये भी तो देखना होगा ना, that we have to manage the syllabus as well. So time management at every stage is an important aspect of teachers' professional competence and productivity. So when we are talking about integrated learning also and joyful and experiential learning environment, then we need to organize it in a very systematic manner in the beginning of the session itself, and keep in mind the time that it will take to integrate these art forms. Abhi recently, we are in our schools also, we have in my school, we have started these seminars and presentations. Like we talk about the concept of flipped classroom. ये एक बहुत अच्छा medium है when we give them spoken skills, the time to present, the time to make a movie, videos. When we are asking them, just go home and make a video on what you have learned. This is the latest technique which we have used in our school. That whatever the children learn, they make videos based on that learning experience. So what happens? It takes a short time as well as they are able to remember the concept. Retention भी बढ़ता है. Though it does not help in memorizing. Art will not help you in memorizing, but definitely in imbibing the concepts. Now comes the strategies of implementation में एक और है resource planning. इसमें कौन से resources use किए जाएं, कौन से novel ideas, and it's not necessary कि आप एकदम बच्चे को भेज दीजिए कि वो बहुत costly stationery products लाके ही बनाए. Remember, in हमारे बचपन से लेके अभी तक there is a concept of best out of waste जो हम लोग कराते हैं, और कितनी खुशी मिलती है, how happy we feel, the sense of satisfaction when we are actually able to use वो पुराना पड़ा हुआ उन हमारे घर में जो buttons and all we are able to use, और हम लोग कितने अच्छे तरीके से नई चीजें बना पाते हैं उससे. So it gives a sense of satisfaction also. So when we are planning resource, Rashmi ma'am, now again and again you are sending request for annotation. प्लीज आप लोग अपने मोबाइल के स्क्रीन को यहाँ वहां टच मत कीजिए. सो ये रिसोर्स प्लानिंग हम लोग अपने डेली लाइफ हाउस होल्ड की चीजों से भी बना सकते हैं. इसके लिए कुछ बहुत एक्सपेंडिचर की कोई जरूरत नहीं. We can use simple balloons and different resources which are available in front of us. Now come to this concept was introduced, art integrated learning was recommended earlier also in 2005 also, but from 2020 it has been mentioned that education through art where learning takes place using different art forms as tool. So visual and performing arts, we have discussed about it in detail. Now come to the strategies of implementation. We have just seen that. In short, what should we do? We should firstly make ourselves acquainted with the concept of AIL. सबसे पहले. Our purpose क्या है? The purpose is to make learning joyful and learn by doing. We need to create a conducive environment for implementation of art in true spirits. Like अगर आपको एक simple सा concept of prepositions पढ़ाना है. So prepositions, it is close to me because I am an English teacher. So preposition का concept पढ़ाना है. कितना difficult होता है बच्चे के लिए समझना difference between on, in and all. Simply take a chair and make a small child sit on that. Make him understand that, or take a ball in your hand in a box. Keep the ball on the box and tell them that this surface contact makes it on. Keep it at a distance and help them understand now this is over. When it is passing by, it's over. So you have to tell them like this, then they will understand it in a better way. और ऐसे नहीं तो दूसरे तरीके भी होते हैं. You can ask them to make a drawing and demonstrate the different ways of studying the concept of prepositions. और ये सारे सब्जेक्ट में incorporate कर सकते हैं. Then we need to know the plan, how to make the planning and collaboration of different teachers. Sare teachers milke, if we are making a planning, then we will be able to use the art integration concepts. Okay? Now, can I get answers also from the audience? What is art integration according to you? May I get the answers? Because we have done a lot of research on strategies of implementing now. So may I get few answers also through the chat box? I can't see the chat box actually. Anyways, we are coming to the end of ending almost. So we were discussing on the strategies, hands-on training in AIL techniques, that how to incorporate these things, then the different methods and materials to be used, planning by creating a conducive environment, then collaborating the teachers of different disciplines. कि कौन सा आर्ट फॉर्म मैं ये ऐसे सिखाना चाह रही हूँ, तो what can be the art forms to be used? We can discuss and then make it a cost-effective thing. What's the roadmap towards it? Now, every school, CBSE has recommended that every school must have compulsorily 2 periods per week for every class for art education. हर क्लास को करना ही है, and it is from grade 1 to 12 सारे classes. Through art curriculum, students will be introduced to rich, varied and artistic traditions. जब हम लोग ये वीडियोस बनाने और ये सब देते हैं, तो children are learning different forms of art. AIL should cover music, dance, visual arts, theater, and also culinary skills. The cinematic forms, digital forms, all these different kind of food items making. सिर्फ moral values भी सीखते हैं बच्चे जब ये सब help करते हैं. Then about the different crops and spices. When we are giving art Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat project also, then also children can learn about what is healthy food, what are the food culture of the place, then the different crops and spices of different parts of India. And from 6 onwards, introduction of culinary art, in which children must recognize. हमारे बहुत कम ही बच्चे होंगे ऐसे जो फूड को, स्पाइसेस को पहचानते भी हों, शायद ही ऐसे कोई बच्चे होंगे. So we can do that also through art integrated learning. This is a sample lesson plan. जो अभी right now when we were talking about कि how we are going to plan for art integration, कैसे हम उसको plan करते हैं art integration को. So एक lesson plan, पहले तो जरूरी चीज क्या है, हम लोग जब curriculum plan किया, हमने syllabus बना लिया annual. Now before going to the classroom, plan your lessons. Like what is the subject? ये subject आप पढ़ाने वाले हो, say it is English, और आप class में today you are going to cover a play called Mother's Day, grade 11 के syllabus में है, हमने cover किया. So what will be the topic? Then what are the challenging concepts that you are going to make them understand? लिटरेचर की बात की जाए तो इसमें थीम एंड ऑल हो जाता है और आपके डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स में डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स होते हैं. सो हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू टीच देम दीज कॉन्सेप्ट्स, इसको बताइए. देन मेक अ लिस्ट ऑफ आर्ट एक्टिविटीज दैट कैन बी यूज्ड टू इंटीग्रेट. हियर कम्स द रोल ऑफ द आर्ट टीचर्स ऑल्सो. इसमें हम लोग जाके इफ हमें एक रोल प्ले ही कराना है, सोशल साइंस हो या पॉलिटिकल साइंस हो या इंग्लिश हो, ये सारी चीजें ह्यूमैनिटीज के स्ट्रीम के लिए रोल प्ले इज अ ग्रेट मीडियम, बहुत ही अच्छा मीडियम होता है. एक सिंपल सा जब हम जुडिशियरी सिस्टम भी पढ़ाते हैं और जब हम एक कोर्ट रूम का सीन इंट्रोड्यूस कर दें, तो बच्चे कितनी आसानी से वो जुडिशियल सिस्टम को समझ पाएंगे. सो अब हम लोग डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, हम लोग हेल्प ले सकते हैं अपने आर्ट टीचर्स से. We can take support for learning it. Then what we have to write? A brief description. बिल्कुल एक perfect plan बना लीजिए कि इस एक्टिविटी को, इस चैप्टर को अगर इतने पीरियड ले रहे हैं, तो आप इस एक्टिविटी के लिए कितना पीरियड दीजिएगा? देन हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू असेस? अब एक ये भी कंफ्यूजन होती है दैट हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू असेस. ऐसा नहीं है कि आर्ट इंटीग्रेशन की असेसमेंट नहीं हो सकती है. When we are incorporating art, then also we can use it. There are assessment tools. What we need to do for that is make rubrics. जैसे कि जब आप एक बच्चे को कोई भी एक मॉडल बनाने ही दे रहे हैं साइंस में या सोशल साइंस में किसी सब्जेक्ट में, या एक नेचर वॉक के ले जा रहे हैं, वहां एक लीफ तोड़ कर लाया, and give to the kids to describe it. Ask them not only to make the model but present it also. ये सारी चीजें हम लोग अपने स्कूल में करते हैं. मेक अ मॉडल एंड एक्सप्लेन दैट. तो ये हमारा असेसमेंट कैसे हम लोग प्लान कर सकते हैं? हमने रूब्रिक्स ले लिया कि ये रूब्रिक्स बनाया, मार्क्स ऑन से प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स, दिस इज द मार्क्स अलॉटेड. देन ऑन द आर्ट फॉर्म यूज्ड, मटेरियल पे भी आप मार्क्स दे सकते हैं कि कितना बेस्ट आउट ऑफ वेस्ट यूज कर रहा है, हाउ क्रिएटिव द चाइल्ड इज. Then the group projects में collaboration skills, how well the child has collaborated with each other. So all these communication skills, ये सारी चीजें हम लोग के बेस पे हम लोग rubrics बना सकते हैं, and we can keep this. हमारे ये foundational stage में भी art integration is a great tool. And rubrics also we need to make for assessing all the activities. After that, after every activity, consider it to be a learning experience. ठीक है? Consider these activities to be a learning experience and go back to analyze it, reflect on it. एक checklist बना लीजिए कि ये activity कितनी successful थी. इसको हम next time किस तरीके से mold कर सकते हैं. So a review and reflection is a must for that. Now, I was talking about rubrics only. Firstly, decide कि आप measure क्या करना चाहते हैं. Different subjects के accordingly rubrics will vary. Then make a rubrics to evaluate your performance. And then how nicely it can be while judging it. जब आप उसको judge कर रहे हैं, तो please कुछ चीजें keep in your mind. Don't be too judgmental. अब एक बारी में हम आर्ट फॉर्म जज करने नहीं बैठे ना, तो वी विल नॉट बी वेरी जजमेंटल. एक बारी में ये मत बोल दीजिए कि ये बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं है. लेट द चाइल्ड ट्राई एंड लेट द चाइल्ड लर्न एंड एक्सप्लोर. कीप इट नॉन कंपैरेटिव. इसका देखो ये ज्यादा अच्छा है, दिस इज नॉट अ गुड थिंग. लेट द चाइल्ड बिकम अ बेटर वर्जन ऑफ हिमसेल्फ और हरसेल्फ एवरी टाइम. एंड कीप इट नॉन थ्रेटनिंग. बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशराइज मत कीजिए. ना खुद प्रेशर लीजिए आर्ट इंटीग्रेट करने का, और ना ही बच्चे को प्रेशराइज कीजिए. Our idea is to inculcate joyful learning, not to pressurize ourselves or to pressurize our kids. ठीक है? फिर art integration, I had a short video also for you for sample of art, but time is not that much. So we will reflect after doing the activity. We will be reflecting on that and trying to find out that what was the problems that we faced, how engaging was it original or not. This is what is known as the PDCA cycle. Firstly, create the experience, act, then plan and do. After that comes reflect on the experience, and every time we will reflect on the experience, we will be able to come out with a better planning. I have to just given few suggestions. I'm sure the people who are listening to me can come out with hundreds of better suggestions than these. So we will reflect on an experience and then refine with each learning, and then accordingly plan at our next experience. So these are some of the samples which I have taken for you. What are the different forms which we can use? We can use a paper mache, a drawing, sketching, painting. Storytelling is a great medium. Then model making हमारे science teachers को और social science teachers के लिए बहुत useful है. Dance forms. Dance I think is good for mathematics as well. the photography, making of origami. Origami के through भी paper folds के through mathematics पढ़ाने का बहुत अच्छा technique है. Then role play, dumb charades, mimes. Through these also we can learn a great deal. Role play से बिल्कुल बहुत impactful होता है. And video and short film making. Recently, I had given to grade 12 students. There is a chapter, Law Spring, वो concept of poverty पे based है. Poverty के concept पे based है. When I gave them a visit to the slum areas and asked them to make a video on that, the concept became very clear in their minds. So basic purpose of art integration यही है. And then we can have collage, different tunes of lyrics, creative writing, something which I have not mentioned, seminars, presentations. Art integration का मतलब सिर्फ drawing और sketching नहीं है, ये सारी चीजें हैं. Whatever I have said, a tableau, a drama, all these. We are about to come to an end. These are some samples, but I don't think we have too much time to explore that. These are the different forms, examples which we can undertake, one or two. Like economics में अगर आपको project बनवाना है तो give them a small restaurant business setup plan to make. How can they make up? And they will learn so many new concepts. Business studies के लिए it's a great thing. एक business strategy बनाने दीजिए, कितने अच्छे से हमारे बच्चे बनाते हैं. And then so many different models are there. Food painting. Students can bring different items and actually paint with the food items. Pre-primary teachers, foundational stage teachers use it a great deal. Then photography, we can teach the different concepts, and many samples are there which you can see. Teaching mathematics through blocks, physics, balance and inertia through wood art forms. And these are very affordable as well. Okay, then the crossword puzzles in every subject. The doodle and the wordles are a great medium of integrating art in education. Then through these games and drawings, through magazines, brochures, different mediums, and so many other examples are there. All right, so basic idea behind art integration is to make our students learn art as well as learn through the arts. सिर्फ हमें डांस फॉर्म्स और आर्ट फॉर्म्स नहीं सिखाना है, but we'll make them learn through art in all different concepts of different subjects. In the end, I would like just to say that art integration allows us to build chefs who make choices and not cooks who merely follows the recipe. तो हमें क्या अपने बच्चों को क्या बनाना है? Holistically developed बनाना है, where they'll be able to make their own choices and create and make learning joyful for them. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, thank you so much for again an illuminating session. And I think the participants would have got benefited. I will request the participant, I will go into the chats, but they are not very, it's a teacher's training going on. You should be very, very careful in writing whatever you are. Somebody said, what the hell is going on? Because some Kanhaiya, I expelled him just now. Should be very balanced in say, doing all this thing. Kanhaiya, it's not expected from your side. Which school you're from, by the way, Mr. Kanhaiya Kumar? Okay. So thank you so much, ma'am. Now you can please leave. And I'll request participants to please complete responses.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
The link is open now. You can register your responses. Thank you.